Hey, howdy everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm checking out the highly anticipated Parius, The Signal Heard Throughout Space. This album has been talked about a lot in my Discord. It's been mentioned that it's very peak, and I'm finally getting to it. This is a request from Matt, aka Airsick Lowlander. He's been around. If you're in YouTube communities, you know him. His wife, Kate, is either a mod or the mod of Drew Fortune, so that's exciting. This is a fun one. This is going to be a fun one. I can tell from the cover, because look at this. Look at this. Does this not give like the most peak 80s space movie vibes you've ever seen in your life? This is incredible. This art is incredible. Even if I don't like this album, which I'm hoping I do, this is incredible. Also, I have the lyrics pulled up and I just want to show this. There's no way this is not a Rush reference, right? The Cygnus 1? Because of Rush's song Cygnus X1, which, by the way, I pulled it up so I could show you, which, by the way, has one of the craziest and possibly like the heaviest things that that Rush has ever written, and one of like the most insane things that my little child mind ever heard, and kind of what got me into more heavier music when I started listening to Rush. That is from Cygnus X1. The climax of this song gets like really weird, and keep in mind they wrote this in 1977. But just take a listen to this. I think this is the highest that Geddy Lee ever screams. But just take a listen. And then for copyright, I'm going to skip a little bit. So there's another part. But the fact that they wrote that in 77 is kind of insane. But anyway, that's Cygnus X1, and that is part 1 of 2. Part 2 is Hemispheres. So please, I would highly advise you go listen to Rush, Cygnus X1 and Hemispheres. It's a two-parter. The only thing with this is that they're on different albums. Like there was Cygnus X1 Book 1, The Voyage, and that's off of their album Farewell to Kings, and then they dropped Hemispheres later, which has Cygnus X1 Book 2, Hemispheres, which is, I think, one of the best prog songs ever written. It's 18 minutes long. Together the songs are almost a half hour long. It's just insane. It is insane. It is like a half hour prog epic masterpiece story, but it's also very spacey. It's about a guy who like flies his spaceship into this other like galaxy and finds this place where these people are warring, and then he like solves their war and they make him a god. So it's super interesting. All right, let's check this out. This is Parius, The Signal Heard Throughout Space. This came out in 2022. It's a little over an hour and 1 minute, 10 songs. Let's get going. Let's not waste any more time. I'm hitting play. Boom. Doing the old major minor switch up. Nice. I like this already. This is a vibe. It's already got some spaciness to it. I don't know what's so fun about that, but I love that. This kind of thing, it's very fun. It's very 80s. There's the title drop. Doing the tritones. That's very... That's very, like, spacey-like. Ooh. Love these synths in the background. If this is a very flowing track-to-track kind of concept album, I'm not going to pause. I'm just going to play the whole thing. But this is great so far. I love this. It's definitely bringing those old spacey vibes. It's doing a lot of really interesting chord stuff too. Doing like half-step chords a half-step apart, and like the major and minor, like that kind of thing. But it's not doing it where it just feels random. It feels very purposeful, and it sounds great. Love that bass there. Ooh, sing it. Shift into hyperdrive. These melodies are way better than I thought they would be. Ooh, I'm so impressed with these vocals. What's left of me? These melodies are insane. I thought this would be more like death metal. I didn't expect it to be so melodic. This is crazy good. I'm alone and I hate it. Ooh. Oh my goodness. That is blinding. Open that I still believe. Open that I still believe. I love the piano here. Oh my goodness. Oh. Own. This is insane. This is way more melodic than I expected. We haven't gotten any screams at all. I don't know if we will. I don't know why I expected just straight up death metal for this, but this is not what I expected at all in a great way. That bass is so cool. Is she saying hi ho in the background? There's some screams. Oh! Woo. Close to what I need. Oh my goodness, this is insane. Pew pew! The bass, dude. This might be my favorite song. This one or the one before. Peak. The bass is such a highlight of this too. Also, I'm just noticing why does the symbol on the blue dude's forehead look like the Treasure Planet map? That bass. They gotta be influenced by Rush to have a bass this good and this Cygnus X1 reference. This is so good. This is a repeating motif, right? This melody. I've definitely heard that part before. I can't remember where because I have short-term memory loss or something like that. I don't know, but I've heard it before. Love that. More tritone work here. Oh no! Tune in next time on The Signal Heard Throughout Space. Ripped apart at the same. This is too peak, dude. Ripped apart at the. Oh. This is so much fun. 5/8's fun because you have to get creative with your headbanging. This is so beautiful. Beautiful. So, bro was searching for this signal, this frequency, crashed into the acid lakes of Ganymede, got ripped apart, and is now being reforming in a new reality, is what I'm assuming from the story so far. And we can kind of see that on the album art here. Got a lot of data from the formulator. Bars, dude. Got a lot of data from the formulator. He found the signal. Oh, 6/8. Ooh, what is that? At what price? So is this some entity that is kind of trying to take over his body or whatever and being like, I built you, lead me to the signal. And is that entity this blue guy? Possibly. Oh! Love the way this is building. W synth. Ooh. What an ending. Is this Metallica? That's how much this goes. Is this like a biker gang theme song? What's going on with this one? Ooh. This is the kind of weird, random rhythm, like kind of a little bit all over the place prog that I love. It still feels very cohesive. It still has some guiding threads that are holding it together, but it's kind of like all over the place. I literally love this. What a fun song, dude. This is going to be an album that is going to be a lot of fun to go back and like look through the lyrics of this and kind of learn the story and all that. Again, the bass. Insane. Who is on bass for this? This is crazy. This halftime part goes so hard. Leave this behind. Also, this chord progression and the melody is almost the same as Black Crown Initiate song. I forget which one it is exactly, but it's one of the ones off of Violent Portraits. I forget. I haven't listened to that album in a while. I need to go back to it, but it reminds me of that. All of the songs are so unique, too. They're all so different from each other. Triplet little drum things? Is this doom metal? Whew. The switch ups into the different sections in this song are crazy good. I cannot get over how good this bass is. Right into the finale. Right into the finale. Nice. Oh, nice switch up. Wait, does he send the signal and then it goes, and then the signal is what his past self is chasing, and it's like a time loop thing? So it's interstellar. I think that's what's happening. This is a repeating riff, right? Yeah. We've had this riff before. Woo!
Goodbye.
There's that BCI melody coming back. Sing it, man. Oh. Ooh. They're doing the major, minor thing again. That's how it started. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Ends the same way it started. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. And there it is. That's an album. That is a concept album. That is definitely a concept album. Oh, I'm tired. Oh. Okay. Wow. That was a great time. I loved that. That was not what I expected it to be at all. I expected something heavy. I don't know why. I don't know what led me to think that. I don't know what put me down that mental path of, hey, this is going to be something that's more akin to some death metal. I don't know what made me think that, but it was not that. It was kind of like a little bit in that sort of kind of crazy, chaotic area that a lot of like the death metal that I don't often like, you know, the band that shall not be named, a lot of the stuff that they go into, but I think it had a lot of cohesiveness overall. and it was really, really good. And the fact that the screams were used minimally and for very good effect in certain parts was great. I think that was awesome. And I think that really helped too, because the instrumentals were amazing. But if it had been the instrumentals and like death metal screams the whole time, I would not have liked it. This, however, this is so peak. This is very good. This is a masterpiece. This is great. And I think this is an album that's only going to get better as I listen to it more, because I'm going to notice some more things. I'm going to catch on to some more things. There was a lot of stuff happening that I am not going to catch on a first listen. And I cannot wait to listen to this more and get more into it. The melodies were my favorite part. It was very harmonically and melodically interesting the whole time. Super, super peak. Also, the songs themselves, I mentioned it briefly before, but the songs themselves feel very unique. They each have their own unique identity. And you can kind of point to like, that's the guitar ballad one, or which was like, what, the second track, I think. Pretty sure it was not that one. This one, Suspended Animation. Yeah, this was like the calming guitar ballad one. And then it like, you can follow the story. And I think I got the story right, mostly, somewhat. There's obviously a lot of details that I'm missing. But you can follow the story through the songs, and it's not just, oh, these songs kind of all sound the same, and, you know, the words are telling the story. It's telling the story in the music as well, through having very contrasting contrasting dynamically different sections that are interesting. And what I'm pretty sure the story is that Bro hears this signal, Bro looks for signal, Bro finds signal, Bro crash lands his ship, gets pulled apart into atoms, Bro is put back together by something, some creature, and is like, hey, let me control your body real quick. And then we can find the signal together and we can see what happens. And then Bro is floating around in space. Something happens. I don't know. I'm not sure. There's like a biker gang that's assaulting people. And then we get to the ending where he sends out his signal through space-time. And what I'm assuming, I'm assuming I'm right in the fact that the signal goes back in time, and that's what he hears, and he brings himself to himself in a very interstellar situation. So that's what I'm assuming. And he's like, signing off. I'll find a better life at some point. And it feels like kind of depressing, I think, at the end. Kind of a little bit sad, because you know, if I'm assuming I'm right, you know that he has sent his signal to his past self, and he's gone on this journey and done all of this trying to find this signal, and it's just been him the whole time. And you, as the audience listening to this, as the listener, you know that, but he doesn't. So he's still confident that he's going to find the signal. I mean, he says like it's the first of many. He's confident that he's going to go out there and he's going to find the signal again. He's going to find more. He's going to find this other dimension or whatever, and it'll be waiting for him, the better life. He'll find this better life that the signal's leading him to. And all the while, it was just himself in a time loop. And so he will probably just be floating in space for eternity until he eventually dies. And that's my interpretation of the story. I think that's what happened. We will see if I'm right, because I will be told if I'm wrong, because that's how things are. So let me know if I'm right, if I'm wrong. Let me know if there's like a link to a site that lays out the whole story, so I can cohesively find out the whole thing and read it and learn what each song is about and what they're saying. Then I think I can enjoy this a lot more too. I think this is great. As far as space concept albums go, this is one of the best that I've heard. This is up there with like Rush's 2112 and Hemispheres, obviously. Although Hemispheres isn't a concept album, it's a concept 2-song track, really. Because the rest of the Hemispheres album doesn't have anything to do with Hemispheres, with like the song Hemispheres and The Voyage, like both parts of Cygnus X1 together. That's almost like half hour. So that's that. But then 2112, the album, has, you know, the big 2112 suite and then some other songs. But that one as well. I think 2112 altogether is like 20 minutes. But yeah, like those are all-time classic space concept things. So I think those still have a lot of nostalgia factor for me, but this one is also very peak, and I love that it kind of leans into the old spacey style kind of with both the music and the album art, and it looks really cool. You could have told me that this album came out, not musically and production wise, but you could have told me that this album art wise came out in sorry, what's happening with my mic or my speaker? Something's shorting out, or my headphones. Something's like, oh, I think my headphones were slightly falling out. I was hearing like a crackling. I think the headphones were a little loose. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you could tell me that this came out in like 1984, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That tracks, because this looks like it could have come out then. Great artist. I wonder who did this, because this looks art. I mean, this looks peak. This art is like my favorite style for just space things in general. I really like the old-timey, spacey feel of this. It's very charming, and it reminds me of things like the old Dune movie, or like old Doctor Who, and like things like that just have a lot of charm to them. They're very like old Star Trek, Star Wars. They're very charming, and a lot of it doesn't hold up very well to modern standards if you compare it to modern space masterpieces or whatever, like Interstellar. But it's got a lot of charm, and it's got a lot of nostalgia factor, and it's fun. And this is very peak. And the music itself kind of lends to that with a lot of the sound effects and the synths and everything. It's great. It has that 80s kind of feel for a lot of it. Really, really good. Banger. So fire. Loved this album. Love this album. Space opera, masterpiece, whatever you want to call this. Incredible. All right. Thanks, Matt, for the recommendation. Absolute fire album, front to back. Let me know what you all thought of this album down in the comments below. If you would like to request an album or a song, or an album, a song, and a movie or something for me to check out, look at my Patreon, look at the tiers there, and check out the benefits that you can get. You can also get, I mean, if you're watching this and it's on YouTube, you can get full access to all of my full album reactions, which I think there's like over 60 now. So I've got a good number of them on Patreon there. So go check that out and see what I've reacted to, see if you like it. If you do, you can join up. You can steal all my videos, add them to a playlist, and then cancel your subscription and just have them all there forever. But that's what I would do. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.